right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Adventures on Tap Twitch stream. We are a organization located here in Orlando, Florida, that puts on pop-up D&D events in breweries, supporting local charities and drinking beer, playing some tabletop role-playing games. Uh, we are currently in a series called Oops All DMs because we're all DMs within Adventures on Tap. And currently we are going through Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. So if it's your first time in the stream, welcome. If it's, you know, we also have VODs and YouTube to catch up on the sessions if you'd like. I believe we're on session 10 at this point. Um, but in general, welcome. As tradition, we go around the circle to ask everybody what they're drinking tonight and who they're playing. So I'll start with Garrett here. Who are you playing? What are you drinking?
Hello, I am Garrett. I am playing the Goblin Blood Hunter Nibfarkle. And tonight I found something I haven't had before, and it's stuck in the thing. But it is unholy. It is from Coppertail Brewing Company. It is an American triple ale. It's a bit hoppy for my taste, but it is still pretty good. So no complaints too much.
All right, and I am Ken, and tonight I am playing Tregal Evelev, the Shatter Kai monk, and as usual, I am drinking bourbon and berry. It is bourbon and cranberry juice, and it's quite tasty.
And my name is Chris. I am playing Ragnar Iron Fist, the human barbarian, and I am drinking an apple mead that I made myself.
Good evening. My name is Ferg. I'm playing Barry the Turtle Druid, and I am drinking something that'll pique the interest of our friend Ephraim. A little bit of Space Cowboy, Yeehaw, from Crooked Can Brewery in Winter Garden. I had it before; it's pretty good, so I'm gonna enjoy this one tonight as well.
I was muted, but I did give you a yeehaw on that.
Hi there, I'm Kyle. I'm playing Sky Spearflight, the Wood Elf Ranger, and I am drinking the Easy Aura from Deviant Wolf, where we just had a nice paint and sip event from. So, great little summer ale as it goes to autumn.
And I'm Ben. I'm playing Ephraim Blacktooth, a half-orc rogue who's also a cowboy. And I was also at that event and also got myself an Easy Aura to drink tonight. So, toast, buddy.
Yeehaw, am I right?
Now, guys, the thing with summer ale is we're in Florida. It's always summer here.
True.
It's always a good time for summer ale.
Very
Not
true.
wrong, not wrong.
This is true.
And then I'm Joe. I'll be the dungeon master for this series. I am currently drinking a very rare beer that was left in my fridge over a party this weekend, and that's Heineken. Not very creative, but you know it was in there. It's got to go through. Got to go through the supply. But traditionally at our events, um, we start off our games with a toast. So at the count of three, go ahead and grab your beverages, join in with us. At the count of three, we're gonna say to adventure. So 3, 2, 1.
To
adventure. That berry
Yes.
is always.
We are drinking a Heineken from a bottle out of my cup. It's just weird. Anyways, as far as last session goes, after taking a long rest, our heroes returned to the sleeping giant and found Fred Fourfingers foolishly having a drink without any other red brands around. After some gentle tossing by Ragnar, and with Nif sweet talking the bartender, the heroes learned a password that would get them into the back door of the Trisender Manor. They left Fred locked up in the room with a promise that he would leave Phandelin after sleeping off his hangover, and later they snuck into the back door of the Red Brand hideout with minimal fuss. They were exploring stealthily until a strange voice spoke in their minds and threatened to alert the Red Brands. And after engaging the voice in conversation, a vile creature scuttled from the ceiling and snatched Nif, dragging him into the chasm and initiating combat. Will Nif become monster kibble? Will the heroes become, will the heroes survive the Red Brand's guardian monster? Will the players remember they can impose chat room disadvantage on the DM? Find out tonight. So yes, as a reminder, if you donate channel points, you can impose advantage or disadvantage either on me or one of the players. Um, Apparently, we've allowed for the players in the game to do the same thing. So the way that it works is we just roll for who gets it. But currently, I am the one with the quote-unquote Twitch boon, which I am not currently booned all that well, if anything, cursed. So they can have me roll at a disadvantage at any time. So let me go ahead and pull everybody to the map.
Luckily, I completely forgot about that and didn't use it for either of the times I rolled against the monstrosity that was attacking me.
Yep. All right, so
Joe, make sure you pull the stream bot as well, please.
yep, should have pulled everybody. All right.
You did. Apologies. I didn't have it.
Did we roll initiative?
We
Yes,
did
we
just
did.
before
We
we
did
ended.
just before we ended.
Did I roll initiative?
So no,
Because you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the way
yeah,
we,
that's right.
I think, left off is that Ephraim, Barry, and Ragnar, you're going to be coming in and rolling initiative after the first round here. So starting off with Sarnak, I already forgot what he does.
Just withers and dies, right?
Right. Yeah.
He's allergic to goblin. Takes one bite, dead, anaphylaxis. Who saw it coming?
He's got a real big eye. I think he should be easily blind, don't you?
Tell that to our dice.
All right. So as Sarnak pulls Nibfarkle into the chasm, he quickly throws him up against the wall and then stares with his one large eye as it shifts into various color patterns, more so fading into dark greens and noxious looking colors, as you will need to roll a Constitution saving throw. Nibfarkle.
That is a wonderful 6.
Started that with "wa," and I thought you were going to say just one.
Not quite. Are we supposed to be able to see all those dice? I don't like that.
So as you're like coming to, just coming to in general, you just got snatched up, pulled down this chasm, slammed against the wall. You're just staring at this swirling of green energy in this creature's unique large eye, as you just feel this sense of dread pierce through your body and your veins as you take 13 necrotic damage, as you feel like your blood is boiling. And then he's also going to, whilst you're still he's going to pull you under into his little cave, and then that ends his turn. Nibfarkle, it's your turn. You can use to contest grapples if you'd like to break it.
Is his cave a chasm, or is it like we're safe where I can touch the ground here and not die?
Correct. Yeah, it's just more of like a hollowed out hole that seemed to have been more of an air pocket when they were laying the ground initially, and then whatever had happened to the Trascendamander had shattered the floor in half, kind of leaving open this pocket. Mini cave.
Okay. So, what I will do is I will use a bonus action to cast Blood Curse of Bloated Agony. So I'll pull my sickle out and just get my hand and just kind of smear it in his eye while I'm grappled. And he has disadvantage. Bonus action, you curse the creature until the end of your next turn. For the duration, the creature has disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
Well, if anything, it makes sense because you're close, but the grapple condition, I think no, that's incapacitated. Never mind. Sorry, continue.
I mean, realistically, for the thing, I just need to see the guy. I was just adding flavor. So yeah, I'm doing it with Bloated Agony. So if he makes more than one attack on his turn, he takes 1d8 necrotic damage. Alright.
This is the similar one you did the other time.
Correct. This is the Bloated Agony that I did on someone before. So that was my bonus action, and I will use my regular action to... I guess I'll have to do a contested grapple to get out from him. And I kind of want to use the disadvantage, but I think it's more important that we save it for a more impactful thing, so it'll just be straight.
I mean, dude, I've got 7,000 channel points, dude. Just use it.
Yeah. Also, if I'm understanding the map correctly, you're on the outside of the cave, he's on the inside, so the rest of us are going to be safe if you don't escape his grasp.
Right. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's give him disadvantage then. And so you just need contested strength, or can I use my athletics or acrobatics?
If anything, athletics.
Okay. I will do athletics.
Or I guess acrobatics too. You can crush.
No, I got it.
Roll to 20.
So
You're
that's
good.
a 16 to 20.
Alright, so
Nice.
take this grapple off. You're now not grappled.
Oh. Okay. Cool. You didn't even roll for that, did you?
I did, but it whispered to me.
Oh, okay.
So you had to beat a 10.
Oh.
Assuming you just imposed the disadvantage.
Yes. All right. I thought it was just I roll, and I was like, oh, well, there's no disadvantage. So okay. And that's a full action to do that, I assume.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then, if I were to move away, he'd still get opportunity on me. Ooh. Hold on. I have a thing. I already used my bonus action.
So you still have your move, right?
Yes.
Isn't disengage a move action? I could be wrong.
Disengage is a bonus action.
It's,
Or excuse me, action.
It's
Unless
a
you're
full
action,
action.
unless you're a rogue.
right. And because I'm small, I have nimble escape, and I can use it as a bonus action. But I already used my bonus action. Yeah. I think my only chance is to escape. All right, I'm gonna run away from him. And when we came down, could I see how far down the chasm was?
You have.
Yes.
Crevice, it's about 20 feet deep that he dragged you down. So in terms of the cave you're in, it probably goes back about 10 feet.
How much distance is there between the cave I'm in and the bottom? Is this like 100-foot deep chasm that I have no chance of surviving?
No, so the chasm, if anything, I was using the word chasm, it's technically, I guess, a crevice, but there is floor, which you can see here, and you're on that same floor.
Oh, I can just run out.
But you're
Okay.
like a cave.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, then I'm just gonna run out opportunity attack.
Fine. That was a natural 20.
Oh no! See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I guess the real question is, what was the roll without the
You would have still been safe.
Ah,
It was an 18. So you take 10 slashing.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you have 19 now.
Yeah, and I just took 13 before that from your withering stare.
Right.
Apologies, I'm updating my
Health bubble.
my sheet and not the health bubble.
Alright, Gary.
It should update. Hold on, let me
No, I'm updating
he's doing.
the
Oh,
D&D
okay.
Beyond sheet. So that was 13. I was at, or I took 13, so I was at 6, and then I just took 10. Right, so I'm at -4. I had defaulted 2. Oh, because I did minus. There you go. -4. I'm down. All right, and I don't.
Apparently, every time you type in the bubble, it just cuts me out of what I was doing.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just an interesting thing that I didn't. All right, so you're down. Trigal, you are up.
Okay, with my dark vision, can I see if did he
I would
get
say from
out
your
of
angle,
phase?
yes, you can just see.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to use my. But I'm gonna. Don't think I'm absolutely okay. All right. Can I do some sort of acrobatic thing to try to mitigate, if not all, some of the damage?
Fucking roll.
But if I did a
I'd say acrobatics makes sense.
Okay.
Scenario would be you being a monk.
Okay, alright. So I'm gonna see if I can make this work. Make sure I choose
Yeah, with the 22.
22. Okay. So that's 20 feet. I would probably take some damage. Maybe like half 1d6 or 2d6 and take half of that, or do I mitigate all of it?
I would say with it being that high, excuse me, and it only being like a 5-foot gap, that you're kind of just bouncing back and forth between the walls and
Okay.
skating down, just fine. Yeah.
Okay, so that's my move. For my action, I want to grab Nif, and then with my bonus action, I want to do my racial blessing of the Raven Queen, where I can teleport up to 30 feet, and I want to take Nif with me, and I want to teleport back up to this side of the chasm, being a little closer to Ragnar and Sky. So I would like maybe pop up here, and then just bring Nif with me right here, and then turn to those guys and say, "Niv is down. We gotta help him."
Where? I can't see.
So, you're
This light.
attempting to bring Nif with you?
Yeah, because just let's see. Bonus action, you can magically teleport up 30 feet to an
Yeah, the only
unoccupied.
thing is it says you, and not like you in a. I think they usually phrase it you in a another creature. Yeah, I think is how they word it. And just because I like the idea of it, I'm just gonna accept it. Also, did
Okay.
you change your nameplate to help?
Yes.
I'm like, where did that pop up from?
Okay, I was presuming that you could carry something that's within your carrying capacity, and that a goblin
Yeah,
would
a
be
goblin
light
would.
enough I could fireman
Valid
carry
point.
him.
We'll make a
So,
cannon that's smaller than you. So if you were increased in size, it applies to medium, etc. Whatever below, you can, I guess, teleport with them. I
okay.
think that makes sense.
Larger
I can't wait
dudes.
to
Let's
wait
do
to
this.
use
All right.
that.
But if you were to
I
like
like that
teleport
rule.
Sky, for example, that wouldn't work. If anything, maybe roll something for it to see if
Yeah.
it works. But
We need the
And
enlargement D spell, guys.
that will be it. I think I've done enough in one turn. So, Nif and I are back up there. Move, action, didn't attack anything. Bonus action, done.
all right, on to our cowboy from Blacktooth.
All right, so I assume I've heard all this commotion.
Yeah, I think you're in combat because you were able to see it. You rolled
Oh, that's right. I saw him
whatever.
dragging down into
Yeah, I think it was
down into the
perception or
cars.
something. Mhm.
All right, so that's I can get to about there if I run up there, and I guess I can't really see that fella, but can I hold an attack to
Yeah,
shoot
you're
an arrow
ready
if
in
anything
action.
comes out of that cave?
Sure.
That is what I will do. I will stand there with my bow drawn.
I know I say this every session, but I need to get new icons. I have no idea what to put there to ensure I remember ready in action. So you get a wrench.
I'm fixing to shoot him. Makes sense.
I literally misclicked to unmute to say that. You beat me because of a misclick.
All right, so you're just gonna ready the action you said, and
Yep.
that ends your turn. Okay. Sky, you are up.
I'm going to give the torch that I'm carrying to um to Ragnar.
No,
And
no. I need both my hands for my pickaxe, for my war axe.
then throw it to the ground if you can't see, and I'm gonna run across the bridge.
It's just gonna fall straight to the ground. I'm not touching it.
And I'm gonna, seeing Ephraim take up position and Nib downed, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna train my bow and arrow at the opening and ready a shot for if
Okay.
it starts to come out.
First and foremost, you ran across the bridge, so go ahead and roll a dexterity save.
I thought those were
Tell you what,
saved.
because it even specifies it here, go ahead and roll a perception check first.
Okay.
See if you reasonably
Yeah,
notice
that's
this
why
at
I
any time.
jumped last time. I was afraid of that.
9.
So you weren't able to notice that the wood
fair.
planks were and had no rails, and that they were of weak wood. That you must roll a dexterity save now.
All good. How I have
Oh.
to deal. 21.
All right, you're good. So as you take, excuse me, step into the bridge, planks start to split, and you immediately react and jump to the remaining side of the bridge. The bridge collapses down into the crevice, but you are unscathed.
I'm going to as I'm also getting like the bow and arrow prepared to shoot, I want to like try and not yell, but kind of be like, guys, we still need to be quiet. And that's where I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. So you're readying an action, so you get a wrench.
Yeah.
All right. So now, for the others, you hear the commotion in the other room, as you also hear within your mind a subtle, just from your I would say for Barry, the distance for which you're in, a subtle like screaming of some non-human like creature in your brain. And Ragnar, you immediately notice just the scuffling and the sounds, even from the subtle light that's near you, as you saw Nib Farkle getting tugged away. So go ahead and roll initiative, both of you. All right, nice.
Very nice.
Very nice, is that you said?
Yeah, I should have said very nice, but
Urban and very nice.
We got
Perfect.
opposite
All right.
end of the spectrum on the roll there. We got an 8. Barry got a 22.
A very, very fast turtle.
All right. Well, Barry, you are up first for this second round.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but here we go.
Me neither. Good roll.
So I'm on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I believe that's 30. Oh no. 15. Oh. I still got more movement. 15. 25. Can I see is Nif illuminated by a light source at this area?
it looks like there's
Yes.
a torch here. Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
And there's another one on the ground next to Ragnar.
I
Okay.
was just gonna say, is that like in my face, just burning my face as I'm passed out?
And
No, I'm not next to you.
and here and wait, let me
that's
this is where the cave entry is. Yeah.
Yeah,
think so.
I would say because you don't have dark vision, right?
No, I'm just interested. I'm just
Just wanted to know.
kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, it's right
yeah.
here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then but regardless, I will cast Healing Word on our buddy Nif and try and bring him back up. And
What's Barry's healing word of the day?
this one is he's like wake up. But
Oh, okay, thanks.
Nice, 7 healing.
Why are you dead?
And I just heal
get up.
from 0, right? Not the -4.
Yeah.
Fair.
Wake up.
So yeah, you are now not dead. And let me make sure I'm doing all my stuff. That is my action.
I can live. I can fight.
Oh, that's my bonus action. Wonderful. And then as my action, what do I want to do? Shoot, I might wait just a little bit on my action to see what kind of do I hear or see any other movement from this area? As far as like people being alerted.
Sorry, from what area did you ping?
I'm just where I'm standing.
Like in like Ephraim is there on alert? Is that what you mean, or just in like somebody else?
Well, I
within
mean,
the
we knew
hideout?
that there were there were
Yeah.
like inhabitants. Does it look like there's any kind of movement from, or do I hear anything?
No.
Um,
Fortunately, everybody's been quiet enough, at least in their RP, that I haven't.
okay, so I'm
Been
assuming
announced
that.
about
All right. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to then. Uh, Screw it. We'll just wild shape. I'm gonna wild shape into the wolf. Um, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, let me. I saved your wolf. There it is. Okay, man.
Oh, Joe, when you have a
Down to the
second,
screen.
if you could get rid of my downed symbol. And then earlier we were talking.
Well, you're currently prone.
Oh, okay. And then earlier we were talking the DM inspiration. After Ben used it last, did that go to Ken?
Yes.
There we go.
All right.
Yes, I believe so.
And I think we were using a yellow dot for that.
Yes.
All right, and I'll be wolf guy right now. Let me mark off my wild shape.
All right, on to Sarnak. You all hear the screaming within your brains of him just being. You can hear this angry, piercing voice in your head as he comes scrambling out of the cave. Which both Ephraim and Sky, you can go ahead and roll your actions. Your reactions, that is.
Did it roll?
I rolled.
Yeah.
How
I
did
see
you
yours.
get a 25 plus 2?
Oh, it's not supposed to do that.
Cheating.
No, the global modifier was messed up. It's a 20. It's a 20 natural 20 27.
Cheater.
Natural 20. So go ahead and roll. What is it, a d10 that you're rolling for piercing damage?
D8.
A d8. Go ahead and roll another d8.
Another 7. That would be 16 total damage for Sky.
Well, you said that was a natural 20, right? So 27 in total? Or dirty 20?
27 in total. So yeah, natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, so roll another d8.
I did.
Or whatever for
So
your damage. Well,
it was
says Zephyr
9. I clicked that because it was a D8 real quick without a modifier. Sorry.
Okay. No, no worries. Okay, so 16 in total. All right. Solid. Ephraim, go ahead and roll yours.
My attack. We have a short bow. There it goes. That is a 21 to hit and 6 damage.
Damn. You guys are rolling good tonight.
Now, hold on. Let's not jump to conclusions here.
I want to jinx it. What are you talking about? Yeah, so both of y'all let loose your arrows the second you see them start crawling out of the cave. As both arrows impact, almost hitting in the same areas, but on either side of his chest. And you just hear the screaming get even louder as he seems to just be like, "Ah!" Onto moving up. He sees Nibfarkle there, but also the strange character that just came in and with a poof of black feathers just disappeared with his meat. Goes to attack you. Trigo. So a 12 and a 7, I'm pretty sure doesn't hit. Yep.
That is correct. AC is 14.
So in a fit of rage, he goes to take swipes at you with his claws, but being so angsty about it, like almost trips as he's coming towards you, and you're able to dodge out of the way from both of his claw attacks.
Was that two separate attacks? And what happens when he makes a second attack?
Very probably.
The
Nip?
second attack, he gets 1d8 necrotic damage, I believe. Yes.
Go ahead and roll that.
That would be an 8.
Nice.
Good.
Nice, a full 8. Sick. Good job. All right. So yeah, as he goes to throw his second claw, what does that look like in terms of the curse?
The blood that's on his eye kind of shifts up into like spikes and then just inverts and like stabs his eye with these like little needles.
Sick.
Ow.
Ouchies.
It's where I smeared the blood.
All right, on to Nymphorkel.
Okay. I will use half my movement to get up. And then being next to this guy, I will activate my Crimson Right. I can post it if you like. As a bonus action, I can activate my right, and it's specifically, I think it's like called something like the Fire Right or something. So I'm just going to do extra fire damage on my weapon. And I will. Oh, let me look and see if that is as a bonus action. Okay, so I can only make one attack. So I will swipe with one of my sickles at him attacking my friend. And that is 9 to hit.
Well, it looks like you also take damage for invoking this, right?
I do. I take a d8, and then that would be the damage that he takes for the extra. But I do have a question. I guess you might not have the answer. Do I have to say it beforehand or after?
If it's Blood Hunter related.
Yeah, as a bonus
I have
action.
no idea.
As a bonus action, you can activate any right you know on a weapon you're holding. All right, so I feel like I would have to activate it to imbue it with the property. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a D4, not a D8. Yeah, so it's a try it, may or may not work.
So then you take D4 damage?
Correct. Oh, good.
Take 1. All right. So then, yeah, you go and take a swipe at him as he's just madly flailing at Trigal. Just as you swipe, happens to just miss. What do you do next?
I use most of my movement to stand up. I have half my move, but I don't want to incur an opportunity attack or else I go down again. I've used my bonus action. I'm done. Unless I can somehow hide behind Trigal.
I mean, he is size bigger than you. That is.
Yeah, but isn't it like an action of some sort to try and hide?
Oh, you're not a rogue, derp.
No.
Yeah, it would be an action.
Yeah, no, I was just making a joke. All right, I'm good. I'm done.
All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, on to Trigal. Also, I guess would you want to use half your movement, Garrett, to be unproned?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he said that.
Oh, you did say that. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Trigal.
All right, I'm gonna shift over here to put him on the chasm side, and then I am going to make an unarmed strike attack and try to do a flurry of blows. And I am going to do a punch with my unarmed strike, and then flavor my flurry as 2 kicks. see if I can't kick him into that chasm. So unarmed strike. 19. If a 19 will hit for 6
lands.
points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, and then using my last key point, I will do 2 more of those. Kick the first 17. I don't know if that'll hit for 4 points.
That hits as well.
Okay, and then the last of the flurry. Yeah, 7. That's gonna miss. Oh, wait a minute! But I have that popcorn advantage, so I'll go ahead and use that advantage on that last unarmed strike. Oh, it's a 1. Okay,
Womp womp.
that's fine.
womp.
And then for the popcorn, well, who's up next?
Ephraim.
Actually, you know what? Ephraim just had it. I'm gonna skip him and I'm gonna give it to Ragnar.
Okay.
Oh god, the
So-
min max has advantage.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the people.
And that's
Okay. On to Ephraim. I thought Ken cut off there. It looks like
He did.
you got disconnected. Perfect timing, I guess.
So
End
what
the
do I
turn.
need? I need to make a reflex save, or I'm sorry, a dexterity save to cross the bridge.
I would say reasonably seeing the other bridge collapse amongst the action, you know that the bridge here looks similar in frailness. So yeah, to get, I don't even know why I just gave you that information. You asked the question if you can jump across it. Anyways, yeah, like an acrobatics or something. As long as you're not running across it, then it would just be a dex save.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I will make an acrobatics check to cross it. That's 5. That is not gonna do. I
Daddy one.
suppose. I suppose that is gonna be a dex save to not fall in.
Well, if you were jumping across.
Oh, that was an acrobatics check.
Oh,
But,
were you sorry? Were you just wanting to cross the bridge?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
I don't have enough room to get a running start.
yeah. So if anything, I misunderstood, but acrobatics, I guess I'll keep it there because right, you get an additional points anyway in that. Yeah.
It would be the
Well, it
same
was a natural one.
if that had been a dexterity save. It would have been the exact same bonus. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
So regardless,
So with that being said. Alright, so you go, as you cross over the bridge, it collapses in, catches your leg as it goes through one of the planks, and the bridge falls as well as you with it into the crevice, taking 5 bludgeoning damage as you land. Bottom.
am I prone or anything like that, or can I land on my feet? Do I need to get back
I would say
up?
with a natural 1,
Yeah,
probably,
I'm
yeah,
probably
you have
okay.
prone condition.
So I will use the rest of my movement to stand up.
Okay,
Bonus my
so
spell
I won't
slot.
even
Yeah.
bother
You do
putting
get the winded condition though.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a hole, so not a lot I can do from down here.
Yeah, and something I didn't mention, but nobody really has traversed within the crevice, is that it is difficult terrain, being that it's a bunch of rubble. Okay, so on to Ragnar.
So would I have at least heard everything that's going on with Trigal fighting the creature?
Yeah, and you can see him. I mean, you're at
Oh, I can?
the cusp of the staircase. It looks like. I would say you reasonably see all of that. Yeah.
Oh,
Because this
in
is
that
a
case,
torch right next.
I'm running straight up to it, and I'm gonna attack it recklessly. Oh god. Hold on, it's gonna take me a minute to get roll 20. I didn't pull my character sheet up in roll 20.
Tisk tisk.
First one for my action is a dirty 20 to hit,
Nice.
and
That
bonus
hits.
action, I'm gonna attack again, and that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, both those hit.
Okay.
I'll
Damage
just
on
give
the
yourself
first one.
advantage. Let's get another 20.
Damage on the first one is an 8, and oh god. Why does it feel like I've never looked at roll 20 in my life?
Most people shouldn't, honestly. There's other good VTTs. Use them.
Okay,
They're
I'm just
free.
gonna roll damage normally and take away 3 because it's my bonus action. So that's 7 piercing damage on the second one. So a total of 15, I think that is piercing
Alright.
damage.
So that I just wanted to see how much damage you would roll, but that is 3 times the amount of health that this creature had.
Yeah!
How would you like that to look?
So I'm just gonna take the pointy end of my war pick. I'm gonna stab it in its eye, and I'll rip it apart in half.
Jeez.
Hey,
That's about right.
I can't see anything, but I think it's dead.
My hero.
Alright, so that does end our combat session. As you slam the pick in his eye, you just hear "Sir, no, just wanted meat." You just sever it in half. All right, what are y'all doing?
Hey,
Alright.
so
Well-
I found like secret passage back over here, or
Is it like a
Oh.
secret tunnel?
I believe so. Yeah, I mean, it's about. I stumbled into it by total accident, so it has to be super secret.
That's awesome. Let's use that. I've heard a song
No.
one time about a secret
No.
tunnel.
Can I yell down to Ephraim? Ephraim! Sit down
Yeah,
quietly.
You're dead, aren't you? Dead.
No,
No.
I'm hurt a lot.
you healed him.
Yeah. I'm gonna like whisper yell, like Ephraim, check the
Yeah.
cave for any loot.
Meat loot.
And then I'd like
he
to.
says this as though that wasn't exactly what I was going to do anyway.
Well,
You just died, and that's what
I'm
you
the goblin. I'm looking for loot. And then I'm gonna just start rooting around inside the body of this thing, since it's torn in half, easily done. But look for anything.
Oh God, what are you looking for? That's disgusting.
I mean, you ruined the eye. I can't have that. There's a lot of good
It's
stuff
just in
here.
half. You can eat half of it.
Yeah, but the best part of the eye is when it pops in your mouth. I can't do that now. All the juice is out of it. But do I find anything inside? Do you have a crystalline heart or something?
No, you just you peel through entrails and viscus and gore, but don't find anything of value other than, I guess, meat for if you wanted to eat it.
And there's
Being
no,
that
like-
we made it canon for you to cannibalize everything.
And there's no
Well, not
like
cannibalize.
poison sac or anything like that in there. I don't know if it was a poisonous thing or not, but
No.
Okay.
It was mainly just his eye. Being so. If anything,
anyone have the mending spell?
let's see.
While Nif is rooting around for loot, uh, I want to just sort of kneel down and examine the body. Do I recognize what kind of creature this is?
Go ahead and roll. Um, let's roll history or investigation.
Okay, they're both the same, so I'll just use history. Nope, no idea. That's a 3.
So you glean over this creature. At first you think like maybe this is some sort of dwarf cyclops of sorts, but um, you 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 don't recall ever hearing about dwarf cyclopses or seen any. So you have no idea what this creature is. You
Can
can't
I,
tell that it's an aberration of some sort.
if I take a bite, can I see if I've tasted it before and would know what it is?
Jesus. Sure. Go ahead and roll history.
That's a 14.
Oh, what happened? Restrict player token movement? Oh, I see. I hovered over something. So you take a bite out of it, and it just kind of tastes like any standard aberration, I guess we'll say, that you've tasted before. But you can't quite pin having any sort of recollection of having this taste. But it does taste quite interesting.
Guys, this thing ain't natural. Just so you know, it has an otherworldly taste to it. Uh, but yeah, grab some pieces. It's delicious. So I'll just shave off
No.
a few steaks for myself.
No thanks.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and I would say I mean, it's a medium creature. It's not like super bony or anything, so we'll just go with 2 steaks you can add to your
Okay,
square.
abhorrent steaks.
Two
Uh,
alien steaks.
yeah. Who knows what mystery meat this may be.
I got a great stew in mind.
So anyway, whenever he's done cannibalizing strange creatures, um, I'd like to poke around that cave and see what's in it.
Okay. Um, so you make your way, I'm guessing, up and down through this crevice and like
So I mean,
like
I'm at the
up,
bottom of the
meaning
cave.
here, down, meaning
Well,
like
oh
up
no,
here.
the hole that the monster tried to drag him into.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Um, so when you peer in, you get a very strong stench of just death and rot. You see various bones laid about the ground, half-eaten wildlife creatures, but you see a couple of hands of goblins. Um, but in general, just a horrific little den that this creature was holing up in. Clearly taking snacks from either things that came in here or that the red brands kicked down to them, whatever that bargain they had struck. It seems they kept them well fed.
Right. Nothing of interest other than random disgusting meat.
Correct.
Well, that was certainly a good use of my time. Hey Scott, can you throw me a rope?
Come. Oh, apologies.
I moved over there so that I could drop a rope down. So yeah,
Okay.
either Sky or me will fish
See
the rope
2
down.
ropes.
So
Pick your
I
favorite.
I figure there's this well, it's not clicking, but there's this what you call it, stalactite here, stalagmite there. It's a stalagmite.
Not this
Here
I
we
was
again.
go.
trying to
Here
I
we
was
go.
trying to
Not this
remember our
again.
thing. Yeah.
Stalagmite has a G.
G for
Means
ground.
it comes aground.
There's a rock here.
Yeah, Pokey Rock.
He can throw the rope around and kind of pulling me up.
Also, actually, go ahead and just before I guess you do that, go ahead and roll an investigation based on what you were looking into that cavern.
Oh, maybe there is something interesting to find there.
Yeah, it was hidden in the paragraph of the module.
I love that.
Investigation, you say? I have no bonus to that. That's straight 10.
So you see, in general, there is across the bottom of this crevice, but going into the cave, a kind of like a unnaturally cold, purplish colored mist that is hovering about a couple of feet off of the ground. Um, it doesn't appear to be like any like poison or anything like that, but of magical means of some sort that you get the indication that maybe this is some sort of necrotic aura because you notice that even despite the stench of rot, more so just from the mutilation of what Sarnak was doing to these things down in this pit, that
Hmm.
it almost feels, or you get the indication that it seems to be slowing decomposition, and that there is a skeleton perched up against the corner, uh, or well, half skeleton per se, where you can still make out the face you see on like a utility belt of woodcarver tools. Um, this seems to possibly be the individual that the patron of the sleeping giant was mentioning. The Red Brand's killing off in front of everybody. He was a
Hmm.
woodcarver.
Well, hey Ragnar, can I borrow one of them sacks you bought?
Okay. Can I? What are you gonna put in it?
Something important I found down here.
Is it like? Does it have juice or anything? Like anything that's gonna make it my sack wet?
Uh, d- does it look wet or does it look like mummified?
The corpse.
Yeah.
Um, I would say, I guess, mummified.
All right. I don't think it's got juices in it.
All right, here you go. Take care of my
As the
sack.
as the sack drops down, that's
Be
fine. Well,
gentle with my sack
it
now.
it used to have juices in it, but I don't think it does anymore. I'll go
All
ahead
right,
and
just handle my sack with care.
bundle what I can of the body into the sack
Okay.
and haul that up with me.
So as you do that, you notice like as you shift the corpse forward, a pendant kind of flings out from the cavern of his split chest,
Mm.
and it's a wooden pendant, so it looks indication that he might have whittled this pendant, but it's a unicorn head.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
as you, yeah, you successfully put him in the sack.
All right. And I'll pick up that pendant and up we'll go.
All right.
Hey Barry, you have any good berries?
Okay, but yeah, you're coming up on the other side of that.
Oh, that's a negative, brochacho. No, none of the berries.
All right. If I eat a steak, can I regain some health?
Well, I can heal you again there, buddy.
Well, I don't want to use up your spell slots.
I
Well,
have
you
a feeling.
know,
I have a feeling if you eat that steak, you're gonna lose some hit points.
Don't give Joe ideas.
I was actually to pitch. Go ahead and roll a d20 if it's below 10.
All right.
No
I like
bonus.
no,
this. I
don't
like
eat the
this game.
steak.
No. No, this is good stuff. I already had a piece. Ah, 11.
Nice. So you are unaffected, and you take, I think D4 seems reasonable. You can regain 3
Yeah.
hit points.
Ah, I'm back up to full, guys.
Is that just because he's a goblin, or is
Go ahead and
it
add
weak?
it as temporary
How
hit points.
Oh,
is that how that works?
I don't know. I'm not gonna try it though. I like steak, like rare, but that's a little too rare.
That's so rare, it's exotic.
That's
So just to clarify, Ephraim, you brought the sack back up and climbed up the rope. You're now out of the crevice.
Correct.
And everybody else, what are you doing? Barry, you're still a wolf. You're
Muted.
talking on mute.
I'm gonna drop my wild shape,
Okay.
so I'll revert back.
wait. When did I miss you turning me into a wolf?
Yeah. Well, I thought that guy was a little bit more hardy than he ended up being, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought he was pretty formidable.
I didn't expect him to get exploded.
Get exploded. All right.
12 on 7.
That is what.
Berry was wonderful.
Question: are we able to cross over? If Barry, you said you found a passage, right? You said that out loud, I think.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So, is there a way we can cross over, or are both bridges down now?
Both
Well,
bridges are down.
yes, both
We
bridges are
could
down,
jump.
but yes, we can also cross over because in certain spots like this, it's only a 5 foot wide gap, so you could jump over it.
I'd also throw my rope to help assist if need be.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I also
I believe
just
you.
realized one moment. Oops.
Had to test your own intelligence to see if we would.
I wanted to see if I would have noticed that, or just been trying to look for a way across without the bridges.
If
Because
we
my
needed
first
to,
thought was to have Ragnar throw me.
if we
So.
needed to, we could string a.
No,
We got
that's
at
a
least
great
2
idea. You
ropes.
should do that.
We could string a rope bridge between these 2 columns.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
But we
There's
also do not
goblins
want to
here?
leave the ropes behind.
The goblin bodies we saw
Uh,
before.
Yeah, I forgot to bring him from the jam later.
oh, Ben,
No.
did you tell us you had that pendant, or are you keeping that to yourself?
Well, I mean, if anybody asks what's in the bag,
Okay.
Are those
Hint, hint.
Nif? This may be harsh. Do you know them?
That is harsh and highly racist. Do I actually know them, Joe?
Do
Yes,
I
that's my
know?
cousin.
Person twice removed.
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Please, the
Your
best roll
background is
tonight.
having a lot of history
Please.
checks.
The best roll
God
tonight.
damn.
Yes.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh, I brought those to the map later, didn't I? Yep. So you recognize them, mainly as of recent, like with being on the outskirts of the camp, keep an eye on your sons. These odd goblins were kind of showing up everywhere. These ones do look familiar, as in separate moments you've seen them at the camp. They weren't always traveling together at the time. Maybe they met up, but you do recognize them. You didn't get any sort of names or anything like that, but yeah, you recall them from being the odd goblins.
Sky, I want you to know that was very assumptive of you and quite racist.
I'm just trying to learn.
However, I do know who they are. That still doesn't make it okay. I want that to be clear. It doesn't make that question okay. However, they're just weird goblins that are diseased in that way with the big heads and the eyes and stuff. I've seen them around my kids, but I don't know any details about any of them.
Is that, and Sky's gonna ask this to pretty much everyone, is this a local issue? I've never noticed goblins with enlarged craniums and boils and malformalities.
If I'm remembering correctly, Joe, I had done a check previously that this was a relatively new thing, right? It hadn't been in the goblin camps before. Yeah. No, this cropped up a few, months, years in general, Joe?
Months.
All right. This cropped up a few months ago. These weird guys were coming in, and everyone seemed to not care. You know, they were still part of the clan. But I don't know. I wasn't a part of any clan at that point, so I don't have any information other than they were weird guys that were coming and going and didn't seem to talk much.
It's a little bit more than just weird. They are deformed. They are not.
Listen, man, what goblin hasn't looked at his sister and gone, eh? So deformities we're aware of, you know. Breeding is incidentally
I've
a big
heard of the
problem.
forests of Alabama, but this is never went.
We need to put a pin in this because I would like to revisit this when we're not in a cave.
That is true.
Instead of being attacked.
Let's jump
True,
across.
yes.
I would love to talk about this more though.
Yes, of the deformed goblins, not of the goblin
No.
ancestry.
The goblin incest.
Well, when a brother and sister love each other very much.
Jesus. So, are y'all making your way across the crevice?
Yeah, Sky's throwing rope over to try and assess
take a little
people
skip across.
as they be. Yeah.
I'll jump across, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say it's reasonable if you're throwing rope and stuff and ensuring that you're crossing the smallest gap, that it wouldn't be an issue to make your way across. Ragnar, are you staying back?
No, I'm jumping across too.
Okay. All right, so y'all are on the other side. What do you do now?
Barry, lead the way.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, right. So you come over here, and then I was over here, and I was definitely looking for an opening.
As
And
one
I
does,
didn't.
yes.
Yeah, I definitely didn't lean on the side of this and just get lucky. But here we go. It's a little tight in here, so you guys will probably have to single file it.
And you just like fell in, or like you just.
Yeah, like just this stone right there, and I point to it, and it just swiveled open. It was. All right. Okay, here goes nothing. We're gonna open this door. Is this visible?
Yeah,
Bow it around
the
just
one
in
below.
case.
Would
Yeah,
y'all
let's
want
get
me
through
to
it
maybe
first.
check for traps and things like that?
Why would things
no,
be
they wouldn't
trapped?
have this trapped.
Good luck getting in there.
What Barry was the
Ragnar's
first
sack.
door trapped?
Y'all need to shuffle back out here.
I'm gonna open it.
All right.
It's already open.
I will step back so that
Chaos.
when the fireball goes off.
Hopefully you have some of those good berries if that's the case.
Also, now that I think
It's
about it,
supposed
are
to be a
y'all
buyback.
still wearing the red bearing cloaks?
I would have been, yeah.
Yeah, those of us that
I wouldn't
were
have
wearing
taken
them
it off.
coming
We're
in, yeah.
the three of us, yeah.
Didn't you lift
Did we pick
two
up
off of
the
the guards?
two more from the guy
Ooh.
from the guards?
Yeah, I think I'm
Did.
the only one that doesn't have one.
Okay, so
Oh, good. And you're going first.
I'm like a
Okay.
Yeah, he's
child in their
going
parents'
first.
sweatshirt. Just...
We got this. We got this.
All right, so you just open the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you open the door, when you enter the room, you see three large. Here, let me reveal. Or get ready to reveal. That is. You see three large stone sarcophagi stand within this what appears to be a desolate crypt. You see six skeletons in rusty chainmail that are propped up against the walls as if guarding the place. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double door to the southeast corner is sheathed in tarnished copper plate. This appears to be what was a family crypt beforehand. And as you enter this room, let me reveal. Barry, go ahead and roll for combat. And any
No.
No. Okay.
Dang it.
I need to get that macro to assign multiple creatures. Gosh, dang it. Alright.
Hey, any loot in there?
The only
just roll
berry or
initiative.
Unless you all choose you want to join in the combat. You
Yes,
notice
please.
that they immediately react to seeing Barry come in, but as you all kind of siphon into the room, they don't seem to pay you any mind. Oops.
Okay.
So let me clear the order real quick before.
Up to 8. I already rolled.
Well, I'll just add you. Alright, first of all, let's get the tone right. Let's play some music, shall we? Alright, so on to the move. Ragnar, I'm gonna add you to the turn order. Oopsies. Oh my gosh. The Roll20 stinks. Like I have it like scrolled a certain way that like the pop-up menu when you right click was like covered by the top pane instead of noticing it was off screen to go downward. I don't know if that even makes sense, but should be there.
It's the clutter.
Yeah. So they get, let's add.
Alright, not bad. For those of us that are wearing the cloaks, could we do like a perception or something to try to like deduce why?
Yo, I did not even pick up on that until
Go ahead
you
and
just asked that question.
yeah, hold on. First, let me add these skeletons. But yeah, go ahead and roll an insight
Inside, okay.
for
Ephraim,
whoever
what's
I guess
your
wants
dex?
to. Anybody can, including
2,
Barry.
What's the base?
14.
Okay, I'm before
21
you.
for Sky.
I have a 15 dex.
Don't
with
worry,
+2.
Nif is just as clueless as I am.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just changing all of these names because I did not do so. Alright, so everybody sees nameplates presumably.
Mhm.
So what did I roll for them? That was a 19. Alright, so Skelly's are first in the order.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Goodbye,
Nibfark. Oh,
Barry.
you rolled that. Never mind.
Yeah, that was a net 20 where it counted, you know?
Oh, Ragnar, what did you roll? 14.
14. Ephraim got a 14 too, but I'm just above him.
So we got Ragnar, Barry, Ephraim.
I mean, there is a setting you could put so that you didn't have to ask every time. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can go
Are
to
you
decimal
telling me
points
to
like
navigate
cheater.
through Roll20, Kyle? First
Hey,
off,
if you
screw
decided to
you.
learn it, if you decide to learn it,
I might as well learn
The
coding while
min-max
I'm at
on-
it.
on the
it's a great skill.
D4
It's a
as
great
well.
skill. If anyone here had a MySpace and they're complaining about coding,
MySpace.
you're
Yeah.
wrong.
All you
You're
had to
wrong.
do,
Oh, hold on.
You're
MySpace was
wrong.
the easiest to get
You're
stuff in.
wrong.
What are you
Exactly.
talking about?
Yeah.
all you had to do,
MySpace literally asked you, what is the link that you want to be your background? What is the link for your playlist?
right?
You had to learn it.
Easy
You had
as
to
that.
learn it.
No,
It's not your job nowadays.
the
I'm
only
just
time you
saying.
had
Not
to
like
learn anything was
Roll20,
if you wanted to
where you
go
have to be-
deeper and you learn HTML, but you don't need to know it because you could just ask Jeeves for a HTML MySpace generator and do it physically there, and then it just gives you the HTML code.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but MySpace isn't like Roll20 where you need to be like an astrophysicist to understand everything that goes in
Astrophysicist.
under
I don't know about
Office.
that. Don't
What-
give him that
What
much
upper level are you thinking
props.
this is?
So anyways, in terms of those that rolled insight, so it's Kyle,
Sky had a
Barry,
21.
Ken. So can I just, I guess I can whisper y'all separately.
Oh, Ken did. Oh, and Barry.
Okay, so let me,
And this is a hill I'm gonna die on. Why
Oh,
use
God.
Roll20 character sheets when you can use D&D Beyond?
And just download
What's
the
the
extension.
point?
I just want to double check. Kyle, Barry, and Ken, you got my whisper?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So with that being said, Nympharkle, you are first in the back. With, well, I guess you are small.
Yes.
You could make your way through
So
them.
my hope was that I could shuffle through everyone's legs, because I would see the people in front of me preparing for battle, right? Which would then, like, I could be watching around the corner and see Barry get jumped or whatever, and then react quickly and just run through everyone's legs. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just get up on top of the sarcophagus, I guess. And I will just shoot a crossbow bolt at the face of. Why can't I ping the gun? There it is. That guy, the first one, skeleton one. That makes more sense than doing anything else.
A crossbow bolt?
Yes.
So that would be at a disadvantage for that one, no?
Yeah, ranged.
Uh,
You're
Well, I totally
you're
meant
in melee. You're melee range.
skeleton 3, obviously.
yeah. Go ahead and roll.
I believe it. I don't know about you all, but I believe it.
Don't worry, it's not like it matters. That is
Yeah,
a
that natural one.
Oh.
Not my turtle, and then the string just like swings forward and then backwards and snaps me in the nose.
Exactly. You beat me to it. With a natural one, take that 4 damage with that string bow hitting you. Thwack! Oh boy, yeah.
There goes those hard-earned temporary hit points.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to move at all?
I imagine I have 5 feet of movement left.
I don't know. Don't recall how much you took.
So I was behind Triggle, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. I guess I'll go one more step to the middle and hope no one can get to me. It's a comedy of errors, gentlemen. Oh, right. Yeah, so I guess I won't move. I guess I'll
You
just...
can.
I can't occupy the same space as someone else, right? Even though I'm a size smaller.
you
I want to say you can, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hide behind Barry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what?
We'll just scoot you over.
All right, fine.
You're probably
Yeah, no, and I didn't
opposite.
make the insight check to know anything smart. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like, Barry, they're coming for me, and that's all I can do.
Okay. So let me, just so we're able to see the character tokens, I'm gonna scoot you. You're not in the wall.
Joke's on you, I am.
Skeleton 1 goes and attacks Barry with a short sword. Does a 19 hit? I would assume so. Let's see, what do you got? 17. Yeah, so you take 6 piercing damage as it lifts itself off the wall and immediately takes a thwack at you as you come into the room, slicing into your arm. That ends his turn, and it's on your turn now, Barry.
You said 6.
Yes, 6. Also, pause real quick. I totally slipped my mind. What I whispered to you, Garrett, you can move if you wanted to.
You whispered me?
I did not whisper you. Just kidding. Disregard. You don't know
Okay.
what I did.
Just so
Barry,
we
you're
know,
up.
Gideon just threw in 2,000 channel points towards the next Twitch boon. So we are only 1,000 away. Chris,
Hey, Ragnar, you want to finish that off?
Finish that off. Well, 2,000 gets the boon, yeah?
No, I upped it to 3 since it kept happening so often.
Where did you? I didn't even notice that. Well, thank you,
crazy, bro. Definitely.
Oh, look at that!
Now.
Someone actually contributed 1,510. Some guy named CCE Baller. Well,
thank you, CCE Baller.
That sounds like a 12-year-old.
I know, right? Well, I guess we get a boon, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I recognize that name. So I guess we need to roll a D8 and discard it if it's a 1, and give whatever the initiative order, that person gets it. Does that make sense to everyone?
I have no idea what you just said. Gideon.
8 or 7 people in total. Yeah, if anything, Gideon donated the majority. He can choose.
All right, that works.
But I think, yeah, the way we did it was not off. I mean, coincidentally enough, we're in initiative, but just how we were laid out on the Twitch stream, I just roll a D6, assuming, which I don't see why you would give me advantage, maybe disadvantage, but
exactly.
if you donated and didn't choose me, D6.
Honestly, we could use all the help we can get. Well, I guess I could. You guys are fine.
All right. So I'm just gonna. First off, Barry's like, "Oh, I think it's because I'm not wearing one of those fancy red cloaks. Can anybody like let me borrow one or cut me off a piece?"
If I'm standing in the same space as him, essentially between his legs, or I can try and hide in his shell, I would hear this. Can I grab my dagger and cut off a piece, or do you need me to wait till my next turn to attempt that?
I would say next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna take the opportunity attack. Would it be like, if they could move through, could I move back, or would I have to stay where I am to create space?
I mean, you can stay within the 5 feet range of either of them as long as you're not leaving it. If you're not trying to get the opportunity of attack.
I think, Joe, if I remember, we can move through each other's spaces as allies. No.
Valid point.
So
we did say that in one of the first sessions. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, with that insight roll and what I've, as best as I can determine, I'm just gonna go backwards. So I'll take the opportunity attack here, and retreat.
Well, if anything, would you just want to disengage? You didn't use
Good
anything.
point. Thank you. I'll just use my action to disengage and not provoke opportunity attack.
Boom.
And then say, why don't you guys test my hypotenuse? And see if it works.
You're just like slamming them into walls as you just like squeeze from like.
My bad.
wide
Sorry.
big shell.
Sorry. Tight, big shell, little space. Sorry. Oh yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Barry, no!
So you notice going in to the second skeleton's turn that they don't seem to do anything. They all like kind of go back and slump against the wall. Do you all choose to continue? It
Is
would
the
be on Ragnar.
hypotenuse right?
So as soon as Barry leaves the room, they stop, even though Nif is still in.
Yes, that's what.
Guys, I think I am respected by them.
Wait a
Nif,
second, hold on.
come.
I subtracted. I attacked you, I think. Right? How did you lose health? I don't
Yes.
recall.
I lost
Oh no,
four.
you smacked your
You
crossbow
smacked-
string earlier.
Correct.
Right.
I lost 4 hit points. 2 were temporary from my stake.
Yeah, yeah.
So that brings me down to 4.
Sorry. So I ADD. What was the question? Did somebody I think asked a question? It's on Ragnar. I don't know if it was you, Chris.
Well,
that
Kyle
asked.
asked.
Wait, did they
Kyle
go
asked
back?
if he thought it was the cloaks, basically.
Yeah. So Kyle,
Yes.
Kyle Trigal, and Sky.
Bear.
Or excuse me,
Well,
Sky,
yeah.
Trigal, Barry. You all have you're in agreement. You seem to have noticed that they paid no mind to you as you were like fizzling into the room, but they were definitely targeting Barry. Now that he has left, they all just kind of slumped back against the wall.
Nif,
Ragnar, I don't
come
think you
out of
rolled
the
an insight.
room.
You can
Let's
roll it if you
close the
want.
Are
door.
we still in combat?
You're not being attacked.
If Ragnar doesn't choose to, I guess, roll an insight, I would say he has no idea what's going on, so he's gonna continue.
Okay.
Can Sky block him? Sky block him.
Are we doing an opposed?
I don't think it's your turn, Sky.
Sky wants to block him.
I'll put a hand on Ragnar's shoulder and say, "Oh, we have the cloaks. They will not attack us."
You just see Ragnar turns around to you. Almost looks like pale blue eyes as you think he's about to enter a rage. And he just looks at you and says, his eyes turn back to normal. Oh, so no more fun?
We will have fun with them in due time, but at the moment, no.
Oh,
This is a crazy idea. And
this place is
I,
boring.
I fear I shouldn't even speak
Unfortunately,
it. But
yes.
if we can mess with them
Don't worry. Already
and
thought
they
of it.
don't respond, could we just deal with them and then let Barry come in?
Would it be better
Gideon has come
just
to a
to get
consensus and
Barry a
has
cloak?
awarded the advantage to Sky.
I think if we just gave me like enough of a cloak, it might work. Or like worst case scenario, I could always just turn into another animal, and it probably will be. They probably wouldn't even be able to determine whether or not I'm actually like an intruder at that point.
It's all right. I can test it. I'm going to walk in up to the first skeleton here. I'm just going to, like, give a little poke with my war pick. Does it move?
Well, we'll have to find out after this short break. So we're gonna take a quick bio break of 15 minutes. We'll return at 9:15. For those of you watching, thanks for watching. But we'll see you in 15 minutes. Go ahead and grab a beer, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do for 15 minutes. We'll see you soon. right, welcome back everyone to the Adventures on Tap Twitch stream, where the Oops All DM series where we're playing Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. We are halfway through our session now. Just took a quick bio break. Before we dive back in, if you are new to our stream, welcome, of course. We again are an Orlando-based group that does tabletop role-playing games in breweries. So we drink local, play local, support local, and in that regard, we have a stream charity stream. Wow, stream charity that we use for all of our Twitches. And it's Child's Play. So we do support their local chapter here in Orlando, but this one's for their overall nationwide group. But in general, it's a great organization that gamifies recovery for children in children's hospitals. It's a great group, so please consider donating. That is one of our core values of why we even do this, specifically at our events, but we obviously try to do that with our Twitch. If you do so, you do get some benefits. In general, you get an awesome shout out. So we'll cheers to it. But I believe we also what did we decide?
There is a
Honestly, when the group
notification that
yeah.
pops up letting everyone know that you donated, as well as I don't think anything is set up in the chat wise, but I mean, if that's something we want to do, we can do that going forward and retroactive. Obviously, people have donated.
Mm-hmm.
But I will like to add that since we've been streaming, we have raised $200 for Child's Play.
Sick.
So that is a awesome thing, especially as small of a stream and channel as we are. $200 is an amazing thing. So I think a little applause for everybody is definitely in order. But yeah, we can discuss if we want to do other things that will reward people. But giving to charity is a reward in and of itself.
Agreed. Agreed. So you can donate to that charity. There's a link there at the right, towards the bottom of this window for our stream that you can go ahead and donate to. A friendly reminder, as well as you can, as you're watching, you accumulate points with our channel that you can exchange for various things, whether it be or some emojis. If you donate enough, I believe we said it was 3,000. You can give us advantage or disadvantage that applies to either me or the players. So when you do that, we'll try to keep an eye on the chat in order to do so. In general, if you are interested in our events or just checking us out across the board, we have a website at aotorlando.com. Go ahead and check that out. We have all of our up-to-date information in terms of events we're doing, as well as how you can get in contact with us and join our Discord community. As a heads up, next week, being that Thanksgiving is on Thursday, unfortunately, we will not be streaming on the 27th. So just a heads up, if you wanted to, um, attend next week, it's up in the air. We're trying to figure out what we want to do. So keep an eye on updates through Twitch or our Discord. So go ahead and check us out on Discord. But we'll keep you updated on whether we do a one shot or something along those lines. But in general, for this specific series for the Shattered Obelisk, we will not be streaming on the 27th. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and dive right back into our session. And that being Ragnar, you were walking up to the skeleton, and I believe you were poking it with your war pick to see if there was any sort of reaction.
Yep.
The skeleton just kind of remains there. It just sits up against the wall.
I'm
Mind
just gonna
you,
get.
all of them, when they kind of came to life, they just appeared originally, and as they do right now, as just skeletal husks laid against the wall. But as if they were activated, all of a sudden they had these like glowing, fiery eyes that would ignite within their eye sockets. But now
I'm just
they are gone.
gonna. I'm just gonna get really close to it, like almost touching its nose with my nose. I guess it's hole where a nose would be. I'm just gonna be like, "You play a hard game, sir." I'm gonna back up and be like, "Hey, they're not hostile anymore. So I don't know what you guys want to do.
Ragnar, I have an idea.
Yeah, what's that?
You see those sarcophaguses? Can we push one open and then just throw them
That's
all
the
in there?
wrong word. What's that?
The stone coffins.
Ah,
Can you
yes.
push one of the lids open? Then we can try and toss in all the skeletons, close it up,
Sure.
and then they can't attack Barry.
Why not? Now try to go over to what the closest one to me. I'll try to open it up.
Well, I think we could just like give me a like, you know, we could at least try partial scarf or cloak coverage.
Yeah, but then they might attack you.
Yeah, but you know,
They don't want to attack you if they're stuck inside the coffin.
Sky's
Well,
gonna cut off
I've
the
seen some
lower.
crazy stuff, but I mean, Tragal might be able to speak to this a little bit better. But you know, I mean,
Tragal, you can
usually
speak to
they
the dead.
say, uh, leave leave things alone that are already at rest.
I am unable to speak with the dead, but these things have clearly been animated as guardians. In my experience, sometimes when you slay the animator, the undead will cease to function. If not, we will need to destroy these at some point, but we should not take the time to do that now if
All right.
it can be avoided.
So, like, that's a lot of words in a sentence that I'm sure makes sense to a lot of you. Am I opening this box as I have my hands on the box, like ready to pull it open?
Joe, DM. Um, I'm trying to think if Tragal's experience would tell him that opening a sarcophagus might be a trigger for guardians like this. It, with all the D&D modules I've played, that's a typical thing. You open the sarcophagus and all the undead
I'm sorry,
attack
are we
you.
metagaming here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but would your character?
But would my character know that? So I don't know if there's a skill I should make to.
Well, being the guy of the God of Dead, I think you would know if cursed sarcophagi were a thing. So I think reasonably a
Yeah,
check would make sense.
maybe a religion check or something like
Yeah,
that.
you can go ahead and roll. I would say with advantage, just because you're going based off of
Okay.
your character archetype in RPN. Yikes! That was
So
a
much
6
for
and a
that.
4.
Yeah, 6 and a 4. That's not gonna cut it, Chief.
You seem to know, based on like what you were describing, assuming they were cursed, um, skeletal remains, that would be the case. But you did, as you kind of indicated, you noticed that they were animated.
Yeah, I just say Nif's idea is probably as good as any of ours.
That's the go ahead. Go for it, Ragnar.
Great. I'm opening up the first sarcophagus.
Great, you all die. No, so you see, just as you're grabbing to pull, dust kind of lifts from like indents within the kind of design of this sarcophagus door lid, um, and it depicts a human man, um, and it dressed like a noble. But as you pull it open, you see that there appears to be already skeletal remains within this specific sarcophagus.
More the merrier, Ragnar. Start tossing.
Oh, you want me to just throw?
Yeah,
Okay.
toss the first guy in there. See if anything happens.
All right.
And
I'll
everyone, I think, should prepare to fight. So, like, prepare an action.
I'll just grab the first skeleton and throw him in there.
Okay. You threw him in there. He just as if it was just completely limp. Nothing seems to fall apart. It all seems to remain intact, but it is slack. You toss him into the tomb.
All right, boys, free for all. Throw them all in. So I guess I will
So
I
do y'all-
guess
assist
after
to
that
whatever
one,
capacity I can.
yeah. Do I feel like I can throw another skeleton in here, or do I need to?
You notice as you put the skeleton in that the lid doesn't look like it could comfortably fit. You would have to probably break a bunch of bones of either the original corpse or the skeleton that you tossed in for it to reasonably slide over.
Don't worry, I
Okay.
got an idea. I'm gonna go over and like step inside and start like jumping up and down and see if I can like mash the bones to like spread out and make some space.
Wait, Nif, wait. Before you do that, let me put the lid on top of it, and then if it doesn't shut all the way, then you can jump up and down on it.
That makes sense.
Okay. And I'm gonna just like raise the lid a little bit higher to get over like the bulge of the skeleton, and I'm just gonna drop it down and see if it like stays a little bit lifted because there's too much skeleton in, and then I'll have Nif jump on it.
Yeah, it seems to still, as you lift and slide it over, be lifted up a little bit. So Nif, you decide to jump on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on top and see if I can like bash it down.
Okay. I would say reasonably with how heavy being built of stone, you wouldn't have to make any sort of check that you're light enough, or excuse me, you're light, but only needed so much force to crush under the weight, and it gives and slams into place.
Nice.
I'll pause
we
here.
go.
Barry, Sky, Trigal, what are you all doing?
Sky and Barry are going to take his cloak, I think, and try and fashion two smaller like hoods, essentially.
Like you're taking portions of
Mine.
your cloak?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and cut off the lower parts, kind of the
Okay.
capey part, and try and fashion that into a small like red hood for Barry.
So he's like a little Red Riding Hood turtle,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
Well, I do turn
Honestly, you
into a
should
big
make
fat
a
wolf.
red eye
Like
mask.
a
That makes
handmaid's
the most
tale.
sense.
Seeing this,
Yeah, for a Ninja Turtle.
Ephraim's like,
Okay.
"What are y'all doing? 'Cause y'all just came back out here out of that passageway and started tearing up your cloak. What's
Oh,
going
there's
on?"
there's skeletons in there. They attacked Barry. Actually, it was kind of weird.
Okay, so why are you
I,
tearing up your cloaks?
Oh,
Well,
they
we're
didn't
pretty
attack
sure.
us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was because they had on the red cloaks and I didn't.
Do we have to go through there?
Oh yeah, everywhere else seemed like it was pretty well guarded, and we kind of snuck through this part pretty easily.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, if we got to
I
go
he-
that way, then I guess it makes sense.
Wait, Joe.
what?
When I look around, does it look like there's any other exit besides the way we just came in?
I was gonna ask from my
Yeah,
vantage
it does.
point on top of the
Yes.
sarcophagus.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
this
there
red door
there
Oh,
on
was
the other
sorry.
side.
couple
I didn't
doors
bring
over
them
here.
again from the GM layer, I think. Yeah.
It
So,
looks like there's a door right there. Yeah.
or no, I right click them
probably
to
two
show you.
actually.
Can you see the doors? It doesn't look
Yeah,
like what I'm seeing.
It
No.
it just
No.
looks
Okay.
like the
they look like
wall
doors.
looks different.
Tips of
This
it.
is
Yeah, it's a
this is
slight
this
Oh,
is
no,
slight.
it's
exactly
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
this is exactly why I'm bringing up that question in here, like out of character, because I was like, we don't need to go that way. Just close the door, guys.
Hold
Well,
on. How do
I
I
mean,
bring
Okay, that makes
when
sense.
he
There's doors there.
when he described it, he did say that there were other
Yeah, he said there were
Yes.
doors.
Oh, okay.
We just couldn't on the map see passageways.
I forget how we we had described last time how I'd show you that there was a physical door icon.
Hmm.
Was it on the lighting layer?
No, I think it's just when you uncover it fully from the fog of war,
Oh,
then
can
it
you
can
see it
come
now?
to us. Yeah,
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 we
yeah,
Oh,
we
okay,
can see it
okay,
now.
okay.
the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I was like looking at the stream. I'm like, I don't see the doors. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
sorry,
Okay.
I was just real confused. I'm like, why aren't we just closing this door and going another way? Because now it makes sense.
So with that being said, in general, I guess Sky and Barry, I would assume you're both kind of helping each other try to make this look like a hood. So one of you can roll advantage for, I would say stealth, I guess. Disguise kit usually, I mean, we don't have a disguise kit, but it usually goes
Yeah,
by an intelligence
okay.
check, right?
Think.
I can do I can do stealth. I'm surprisingly stealthy.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just roll with stealth for now. I mean, whoop, seeing as
Out of 10, I'm a
take advantage,
5
guy.
out of 10 if I had to grade myself. Do you
Also,
want to
you
go,
guys
Barry, or do you want
could
me to?
technically
Nah, he
pause the
got it, dude.
combat music.
Oh, did his roll?
Oh, if
Oh,
we're grading
it did
ourselves,
pop up for me.
I'm like a 2 out of 10. You know.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Perfect, Barry.
So that was 22. Unless you want to just see what the other roll is, it was advantage. So
That was with
22 is fine.
advantage.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was through D and D Beyond, but it
Oh,
just
that's
took
Oh,
a higher one and sent it to
yeah.
you.
interesting. Okay. Yeah. So 22. Yeah, you are. It seems reasonable.
Hey,
Eh,
this kind of works, and I poke a few holes in it, wrap it around my eyes. It was supposed to go like this, right? Sky, no.
Yes. 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 Uh-huh. Hmm.
All
Right,
right. Ready?
Ephraim, that's how we're wearing ours, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I got mine from here, but
Well, that's because you're cowboy. I mean,
it's because I got my
yes.
hat. Yeah.
And I wear mine because of the forest. So I mean, we're just it's how we are.
All right. So what are y'all doing now?
Joe, looking around, do the skeletons have like swords or any items on them?
Yeah, they each have short swords. I believe what I described was just rusty mail. So their armor scraps, and then short bows on their backs.
Ragnar, I think the better solution here is we just take their weapons. What can they do with just bone hands? Rather than trying to shove them all in sarcophagus. If we can only fit an extra one in each, we're still going to be an odd man out.
Those bony hands
That's very true.
attack like claws.
Yeah, but
I'll walk up.
I'd rather be attacked by a bony hand than a sword. I got to be honest here.
I'll walk up to the second one and like try to like take the weapon from its hand and like kind of like unclutch its hand from the weapon from its hand.
Okay. As you do, it takes a little give, or excuse me, a little take to open and pry the hands off of the short sword, but you're able to pull the sword from his
Free
hands.
weapons!
In their hand.
Oh, it works.
I'm going to immediately run over to skeleton number 6 and take whatever bow or short sword it has.
Well, they all have short swords and bows.
All right, yeah, just we're going to go through and take them all, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I will go disarm skeleton 3.
Okay. I'm assuming you all collectively as a group disarm them, so we'll
Yeah.
just go ahead and say that. What are you doing now with those? I
I
would say
guess,
you're overburdened at this.
Barry, you have a big sack, right?
Oh wait,
Negative.
I have a few sacks that I can
Nice.
shove all this stuff in. So let's just shove this into my sack for now.
Okay.
Sounds good. So
I'm
we'll
gonna
throw it
shove,
all in Barry's sack.
I guess what 6?
Now
I
that I
guess
think about it
5
too.
short swords and 5 bows in my sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6. Oh,
Well, the guy in the
Well,
sarcophagus.
yeah,
we
five.
other
threw
one
Yep.
we
is in
threw
the
one
sarcophagus.
skeleton in the sarcophagus, so
5 swords, 5 bows.
All right, it's going to take me the rest of the night to do this, but I will do it.
All right.
I guess in the meantime, I'll go listen at these doors, see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Oh God! What
Also,
did
a
I
valid
do?
point to say, I was assuming you do not set it down. Your hands are up. Well, I guess you could roll a strength. Let's see what that looks like. I guess both Ephraim, and Ragnar, assuming Ephraim, you are still carrying that corpse in a bag. Where is your character?
I'm still out in the storeroom.
Oh, I see. You're
He
under
backed up when he thought a
my
fireball
room
was coming
marker.
down the
Yeah,
hallway.
yeah, I'm hanging out here with Sky and Barry. So you're asking me about the body in the sack? What do you need from me about that? I'm sorry.
Assuming you're still carrying the sack around,
Yeah.
if anything, roll strength on whether you'll have both hands available or not. I'll just say that
Okay.
for both of you guys.
I mean, I could put it down now. It's in a safe place, but
Yeah, if you want, that's fine.
yeah, I mean, I just wanted to get the fella out of the chasm so we can take him home to his family.
Yeah, if anything, the strength check is just a randomize. We'll see what the universe gives back, but whether you would have to carry it with 2 hands or not is all I'm looking for. Not that you have to keep rolling that for both of y'all. Yeah, so you're good to carry it with 1 hand.
It's just slung
It's just a
over my shoulder.
skeletal corpse. Ragnar, if you could do the same. And then sorry, I think Garrett, you were saying something as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to listen in on the doors to see if I could hear people like I had heard previously.
Like for these doors where you're at.
Correct.
So you put your ear against the door and you don't hear any voices coming from within.
Guys, I think we're clear over here.
Also, it's doing so again. I don't know if it was actually in the description, but there is a door here too. I don't know if I can. Maybe now it's showing.
There's a double
for y'all?
and a single. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we see it now.
Barry, do you want to try and go into the room once more? Just a test, like stick your foot in, and if anything moves, we pull it back out.
Don't worry, Barry.
Well,
They don't have any weapons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna hightail it across there. So I'm just gonna sprint.
And
Where are you sprinting?
Ephraim,
Oh,
to Nif.
Ephraim, if you're worried, no one's caught fire yet, so I think we're fine.
I'm not worried. I was just waiting for there to be an explosion when the door opened. Real quick, the second door up here. I might have accidentally clicked it. Oh, it's locked. Right there.
yeah.
Did we actually hear noise from behind it, or just found out it was locked?
Honestly, that was an accidental reveal, I think. No, yeah. I mean, nobody tested it. I mean, you quite literally, I guess, can see that it's locked
This is the
just
first time
based
I've
off
actually
of
been able to
what
get
you can
near it.
view.
So,
Yeah,
um, I would like to try to pick that lock if I could.
sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll for it.
So that is with advantage because I've got lock picks. I think is it dexterity or intelligence for that?
Dexterity, I believe.
And wow, guys, I just rolled
Get it
gloves are
out of the way.
No,
Double
you
natural
didn't.
ones.
Holy
The
smokes.
the
Damn.
That is
odds on that.
insane.
Hold
Could
on, let me get some math done.
Okay.
Yeah, that door's stuck. Never mind.
Proposal. Can I use my advantage to be like, oh, don't use that pick?
I mean, all that would do is
Give him
well, no,
one
'cause
more.
Not break his lockpick is where I
you
was
can't.
going with it.
Could I?
I don't know. It's
I,
kind of
I,
tough
I
when
am,
he's
I
rolling
am,
for natural ones.
Yeah. Okay.
I am cool.
It's fine.
Like,
I
Maybe if
like
you
that
called it
was
beforehand.
definitely
yeah.
the dice definitely said I broke my lock picks there. I'm cool with that. That's I go to pick it and my lock picks break off in just such a way it will never be picked again.
Rolling a nat 1 on a 20-sided die 2 in a
I just-
row is a
1
1
in
in
400.
400 chance.
Yep.
I
I
feel like
wonder if
that's
that
And
changes
tonight's the
digitally
night.
because there's a lot
Probably.
of I wouldn't say controversy, but it's subjective with digital dice because
Well, I
it's just
know
a random number generator.
I know that D&D Beyond, their dice rolling, they have put out a statement saying it is physics based. So when you roll it, it actually puts a physics engine on the dice itself. And then what pops up is what pops up. But I do not believe Roll20 has said anything like that. So it's probably just a random number generator.
I feel like it would make sense that it is the same for Roll20 just based off of you not getting a roll number until it literally lands.
Joe, you're giving way too much credit to Roll20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
valid
Uh,
point. Anyways,
I
back to the game. You broke your lock picks. Um, and I guess you just walk away. You just like
yeah.
screw the store.
Well, that was fun.
All right. So what are y'all doing now?
So, do you need me to like break it down, or you can't open it?
Oh, you're not anywhere near me, so
Are you
I'm
okay?
just coming
Where,
over here.
where'd everyone go?
Where the heck are you even at?
Well,
Hey, y'all, a lot of skeletons in here.
I
So
see Nif, Sky, Regal.
Ephraim's right below me. He's right next
Yeah,
to me.
Ephraim
Yeah.
is right
Ragnar.
there.
You're looking right at him. You're to look at me means you have to look at him.
What are you
For the
trying
record,
to
I
do?
don't see Barry though.
Barry is underneath Nif's token.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which reminds me, I forgot to like chime back, but with Barry, you were like sprinting. I'm guessing to just like avoid the skeletons. They didn't seem to react
Okay.
when you came in with your awesome hood. You rolled well enough that that seems to fool them enough. So
Sky's
what are
gonna go
y'all
to
doing?
the single door and just try to open it.
You guys want to go through this one?
So Sky, you open the
Single door.
door.
I look
So
at Nif and I say, too late.
Okay. And I'll open my doors too.
No.
Say what?
all right, fun.
Yes.
So we'll just reveal this whole block. So we'll start
Like
with
one in each
we'll
hand,
start
just
with Sky.
push it open.
So
Like 20 guys.
you open to a long room that is partitioned into three areas, with iron bars walling off the north side and the south side. Filthy straw lines the floors of those cells. Three humans are held in the cell to the south, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. They appear to be a mother and her two children. The cell to the north is populated by what looks like two humanoid shaped white cocoon like figures hanging from the ceiling. The door to the cell is barely on its hinges, chains and padlocks on the floor within. Uh, you also see three Red Brands just kind of perched up against each of the walls, standing guard, just having a little conversation, mainly just taunting the prisoners in the jail cell. Like, oh, you look awfully pretty, maybe the boss. Well, let us have a piece, eh? As he's running his sword across um, the iron bars as they're all creepily, moving towards the back of the cell in fear. Um,
The terrible
what's
triplets.
well, mother and two children.
No, the three red brands that look
Oh, the terrible triplets. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Um,
What are you doing?
walking in and seeing these three, uh, Sky's gonna just go into a mode of acting. I can't stand Fred. The little shit. He was supposed to be standing guard outside, and I guess that some adventurers who think they're hot shit are attacking us. He got drunk at the Sleeping Giant. The idiot.
Go ahead and roll performance or
Tragal, are you
deception.
abandoning me as I swipe open two double doors?
I'm going to give myself advantage on this, by the way.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go ahead. So the Twitch boon has been
Oh,
based.
yes.
Nice.
19. Oh, God. Thank God
Oh,
I used
yeah.
that.
It wasn't high enough. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, as
Don't
you
do
you
that.
burst into the room, with your, uh, acting the part, you kind of startle them. They're like, "Oh, what?" And they like ready their swords, like, "Oh, well, first of all, who are you?" But yeah, I definitely agree. I can't tell you how many times Fred has managed to just mess up something, uh, with all of his damn drinking. But why
But
are you? Who are you? And why are you coming in here and telling us that? You think a newbie can just come in and
newbie.
talk shop? I've never seen you before, mate.
Well, we were called as reinforcements. I'm from the forest. I deal with all the run-ins on the wagons. What do you? Just because I don't deal with the townsfolk, you think I'm a newbie?
I would say go ahead and roll a deception for that one.
Can I also, with my like backhand, like as I'm like still out the door, I'm just like doing like guys, like,
Or are
to
you
everyone
encouraging us
else.
to walk in?
Well, I just need help.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in after him and be like, "Hey,
Deception
what are we doing here? What's going on?"
7.
7. So they all like look at each other like writing the roads. But I don't remember boss doing any sort of operation outside of Fenlin. Have you? But what? What are you even talking about? Have you been drinking with him as well? You talking nonsense. Get out of here. Frankly,
I'm gonna look
we
at
have a
the
job to do. Watch over these prisoners.
I'm gonna look at the one that just said this. Said, "Who's this clown? Is this who they left to guard the prisoners?"
I don't know what makeup they're wearing, but they're definitely in some clown makeup right now.
This guy thinks he can protect these three people from an intruder. Ha! Give me a break.
Go, go
These
ahead and
wusses.
roll an intimidation. Nice.
14. I
Bit
forgot
better.
to turn off advantage, but 14.
So the individual that was like chiming in, um, was this guy in the corner, um, and he's just kind of like ending his sentence like shoo, get out of here. And as you walk in the room saying all that stuff, he just kind of like tightens up like, "Oh, big fellow, I don't mean anything, but I'm getting a little weirded out here. I've never seen y'all before, and I'm not trying to start anything with you. you clearly pick things up and put them down. So yeah. If anything, the boss never told me that people were coming in from any operation on the road. I didn't even know there was a road, so I guess whatever. My bad. But we do have a job to do, and I'm sure the boss would not be fond of you keeping us distracted while we watch over uh these prisoners here.
All right, probably not. But I'm gonna. Is there like? Is the only exit to this area the like entrance that we just came into?
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm just gonna look around, be like, well, clearly, whoever sent us gave us the wrong direction. How the heck do we get into the main area of this building? Because I am a little lost. Also, I can't see in the dark, so it's hard for me to navigate through this area if I can't see, which is why I ended up in this area with all these prisoners.
Um, I would say based on your intimidation roll, it was good for what I was rolling. That I'm not gonna have you roll. They all like kind of nervously laugh at the comment. Like the one in the basically to the left of you as you come in, chimes in like, yeah, I've been mentioning that we need better lighting in this place. I don't know why we're still going off of a couple torches each room, mate. I get it. And the other person that was originally talking was like, well, it depends, right? Where did you even come through? It sounded if there's a couple different entrances to get in here. So if you came in from, well, uh, you know, the cellar, what's the word I'm looking for? Basement door. Um,
Back door.
yeah. I mean, assuming there were guards posted up, you said the password.
Yeah, we came in through the back door, and then we found this entrance that didn't look like an entrance at first, but then it opened up. And then we walked in, there was some skeletons on the wall. They were just kind of chilling there. I don't understand what that is for. But then we open up this room and well, here we are talking to you.
Yeah. I guess I'm a little confused. So you came, I guess you came through um the area with that pool in it. Um, if you came through with the skeletons, I don't know what kind of I don't know door you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I
there
mean
was
yeah,
a
the boss, assuming you haven't met him, Glassstaff, he's a little scary. He works with you know, the dark magic. So I guess he set these sentries up to keep protection in general for the layout of the our hideout, but
the smart.
for these prisoners.
Yeah. So like when we walk into the main entrance of the back door, should we have used like the door on the left or like because
But
obviously this wasn't the
yeah.
way through.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't hear any of the mates. They're probably playing Knucklebones at this hour, I would imagine. Wish I was playing it
Stupid
instead of
game.
sitting in this damn room. But
They just told us
yeah,
to
you
go
would have had to
through.
go to the left.
Ah,
It,
okay, that makes more sense. They just told us to go through, and then we just walked in and happened to come across this room. And well, all right, well, good luck. You guys are doing a great job looking over this room. Uh, prisoners, get back to being prisoners, and I'll walk out the room.
they all just like look at each other like, right, yeah. Have a good night. Might want to see the boss. Um, so I guess I mean you shuffle back in the room, but going down to Nib Farkle, you were opening the door.
Yeah.
Or
Tragle said too late, so I was like, all right. So I just flung both doors open.
so what area is this technically? It's not properly labeled. Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
It looks like a hallway. Are there doors at the end?
Yeah, so you swing these thick copper doors open to, yes, the hallway, where thick dust covers the flagstones of this eerily somber hallway. There's nothing that you see other, that this is like a storage room of any kind or anything. It's just a long hallway that doesn't seem to have any apparent exits or entrances, other than to where you came from. It's almost like an elongated closet. Um, it goes back, uh, or excuse me, the walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet, and the inside of the doors that you swung open appear to be now green with age, almost like it's been affected throughout the ages of being fully copper. Um, a relief carving of a mournful angel adorns that door.
Guys, this hallway feels sad for some reason. I
I'd be
guess I'll
sad if I was in a basement all day too.
I guess I'll wander down to look at the relief.
To look up, the relief is on the door.
Oh,
So
I thought it was on the far wall.
yeah, it's essentially just like marking that this is a crypt of some sort.
Gotcha. And there's nothing on the far wall there, or do I need to go down and look?
You can go down to look, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I
I'll go to
will
the
raise I will raise a hand and try to get Ephraim's attention and point down this hallway.
Yep. Look around the corner down the hallway.
And then
Uh, is Niv already trotting down the hallway?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna start walking. I shouldn't put myself at the end in case something's happening, but I'll stop at the first column and kind of look at it and see what's going on.
yeah, and I'll just step in 5 feet
I will
here.
wait and see what happens there.
Sorry, so Nib Farco, I noticed you went at the end of the hallway, and I may have missed. You walked back
My
up.
intent is to go to the end, but realistically, if theoretically, if this is a room full of traps, I would be stopped before I got to the end. So I'd like to just make my way with the intention to go to the end, but look at the columns as I'm passing by to see if there's anything interesting, if there's any other paintings or reliefs or something between the columns, just kind of checking out the area to see what's the purpose of this room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Nice.
That is a
Natty
nat 20. Making the rolls
So,
where they count.
so you don't seem to make out any discernible details of what is, with the columns or any recesses in the wall. However, as you take a step, you immediately realize that in this general area, the floor seems to be hollow beneath. Like as you step, the brick inlay kind of dips a little bit, and you're able to notice it in time to back off of it.
All right, and I get the sense that this is just like a trap floor that's going to fall out from underneath me, I assume.
I would say with a natural 20, yeah, you know for sure this is
Okay.
going to collapse if you continue forward.
Then I'll take a step back and put a hand on Ephraim's chest, which incidentally is just kind of his, between his, on his belly, since I'm so short. And just be like, whoa, this room's trapped, man.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm coming up here to investigate it?
Oh, Ephraim! Hey! You weren't in the last room. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Do you think if it's trapped, there's something worth looking at the end?
I sure do.
All right. Can I attempt to attach a piece of rope to my crossbow bolt and shoot it into the wall on the far end?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and
Would you like me to see if I can disable the trap first? So
How do you
save yourself
disable a
some trouble?
brick in the floor?
I have secrets. You
All
don't know
right.
me.
You give that a try. If it doesn't work, I'll shoot a bolt and we'll climb a rope.
So
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the trap and see if there's any
Yeah.
way to.
I would say you wouldn't. Yeah. If anything, an investigation. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for
Prior to you doing this, I'll tap your hand and give you guidance.
Nope, that's gonna collapse.
it. You giving him a blessing
It's
or
not
whatever.
going to help him.
Yeah.
No,
So
no
you,
blessings for me, sir. It will not help.
yeah, you
No,
like
if you reach out
crouch
to touch
down
him,
on
you're
the.
just like too far away. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you crouch a little bit down to the ground where Nibfarkle had pointed out that the stone was giving way. You're like pressing around. You're seeing that they do seem to be loose. It seems that it may take some significant weight, but there doesn't seem to be what you're seeing anyway to prevent them from collapsing if walked over.
How much weight? Because
Well,
Nib's
with
kind
a
of small.
2, I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
If I tiptoe, I think I weigh less.
I don't.
All right,
I don't know if
Uh,
that's how physics works.
I'll fashion the rope to the crossbow bolt and shoot it across to the wall in the end.
Okay. I guess just roll with a dexterity. See if it.
That's a whole 9.
So you tie the rope to a
Wonderful.
crossbow bolt, shoot it off. It impales into the wall on the other end of the room.
Nice. All right, I got this, guys. I'm gonna. Is there like a handle for the doors I popped open?
No, they're. Well, actually, I guess on this side there would have to be some sort of like it's more of like a recess in the door, where it has a little bit of a like a I guess a wall of material to where you would essentially put your hand in it to pull it out.
Gotcha.
No handle.
Is this a torch sconce next in between Ephraim and I? I'm
Yes.
zoomed in really. Okay. All right. I'll tie it to the sconce. Listen,
Okay.
I rolled a 9. I don't think this is gonna go well anyway. I'm giving you a way to do it.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
tie it
and
to
then
it.
I'll jump up on the rope and start pulling my way along to the end of the hallway.
How much do you weigh?
I actually put this detail in here. Give me 1 second. Notes. Notes. Where is it? Background. Oh no, I must have put it here. Give me a second. Sorry. Bio and info. No, I know I put it in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Bio. Oh no. Here, let me just see what the standard weight of a goblin is.
I mean, I imagine fairly light.
40 to 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I was looking for 50 for that not to support, so you're good.
Yay! All right, so I scuttle along to the end of the corridor on my rope bridge.
Okay.
Do I find anything at that end?
You do not.
Can I investigate the wall to see if maybe there's like a button or something that'll open up a door? Search for stuff.
You manage to pat what you think is every single stone on this wall, and nothing seems to give in. Just appears to be a solid wall.
Guys, I got nothing. Any ideas?
Nope.
I'd imagine this was probably going on at the same time that we're like in the other room. So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to respond.
Tregal.
We should come back
Um,
and search this place later.
All right, and I'll shimmy back across then.
Okay. All right.
In my travels back across, do I notice anything interesting on the columns I pass or the walls between the columns, anything like that?
Nope.
Okay,
You see a bunch of cobwebs.
cool.
Um,
I don't even know
let's
what this hallway
go.
is
I
in.
mean, granted, I think we're all kind of joining back up anyway. But
Mhm.
Ragnar, Sky, what are you doing?
At this point, I walked out and just told the rest of the group that, hey, so the entrance to get back into this place where we were originally going is just like basically follow the left wall. Apparently, there's a door that goes in the main part. Oh,
There's 3 people in here. They have 3 prisoners. I didn't get a good look at the prisoners, but they're not suspicious. I think they might be afraid of Ragnar because I'm also a little afraid of him. But like that's a separate issue. But like there's there 3 people in that room.
Do we want to free them?
no.
We have 6. They are 3. But those are numbers.
But there's
in
only
our
one
view.
door.
What if
Then they
we tell
cannot
them we
escape.
need their cloaks and take their cloaks, and when they chase after us, the skeletons attack them?
Yeah,
They
I guess
they
were they
already
were
but they
they
would know that.
were they in the prison that we were in, or were they like on the outside of the bars looking in?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not following. The
What do
prisoners.
you
The enemies that we were like talking to,
Yeah.
were they inside of the prison that we were in, watching the prisoners, or were they on the outside of the prison?
No, there's 2
Outside
cells
of the
and
prison
there's
cells.
2 cells and a guard room.
Yeah.
Cell at the top,
Protected
cell at
cells.
the bottom, and a guard room in the middle.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's how I was taking it from the way he was describing it.
Yep, that's correct.
So I'm going to come back out and say, you know what? I don't know why we didn't just attack them, but we could also just leave and go to the main entrance of this place. But I guess if you're gonna pull my leg, we could go in there and rough them up a little bit.
If we deal with them now, that's 3 less we have to deal with later.
All right, say less. And I'm gonna run back in.
I mean, they look tasty. Wow.
I don't know what that
Just
means
running
as I
back in.
run.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What do you do when you run back in?
I run back in.
Oh, well, you back quick? Did you talk to the boss? Like, you were just in here. What
I
do you-
got bad news for you all. It's time to die, and I'm gonna run.
All right. Also, because we'll probably get to it on the next session, we'll hop into combat. But I thought that there was nothing at the end of this hallway. When I read into a different room's description, I thought it was saying that there was a secret door there. That can only be opened from the other room, but there is a hallway that goes south. I don't know if you noticed it opening up.
Let's see
It
what's
was
in the map.
a map layer. I had to swap the map layers. I didn't realize. It gave me like a little cliff note. Hey, swap the map layers to open up this area. It's like, why did you even put it there in the first place? That's my logic. Anyways, so Ragnar, you are raging. You are in combat. Does
Oh,
anybody else
God.
join in on this room?
Yeah, Sky's
Yes.
going to. Seeing his action.
Just clarifying, there's a hallway right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correcto mundo. Let me hold on. Don't roll
Oh, sorry.
initiative. Give me a second. I always forget that to clear the order after we're done. Turn order. Clear order.
I just assumed we were ready, seeing as Ragnar was very focused on
Alright.
attacking.
Go ahead and roll again just to put you in there. And I'll add you. Or I'll add, excuse me, your number.
Come on.
Appropriate that Ragnar gets
Yeah, that's
gets the
may
high
have been
initiative.
the first high roll on initiative I've gotten in a while.
Didn't you opt for something that puts you at higher initiative?
Nope.
Somebody did that, right?
It'd probably be a rogue. Not me.
Not me.
Probably alert, if anything.
Wow, they rolled like trash. Um,
Same.
well, you technically already rolled, so I can give you. Oh, well, you rolled better. I'll give you the 9 points.
I got
Um,
one better.
So we got 20.5. Bumps him up to there. So then we'll just do 15. So everybody is joining in on this. All right.
Apparently.
Apparently. All right. So, with that being said, let's adjust to combat music.
Sorry, late to the game.
Wow. Now I have to redo the order.
Apologies.
No worries. Just messing. Fortunately, it's only 3 guys. All right. So Ragnar, if anything, I guess you get a surprise round specifically for running in and starting this shit. So
Okay.
you will not only be top round, but go ahead and roll, or have an additional combat there.
Well, part of my surprise would have been raging, so my action, I'm just gonna recklessly attack the guy to the above me at the top.
Okay.
And that is I didn't roll with advantage. Thank God. 18 to hit.
Yeah, natural one.
Jesus.
So 18 does hit. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, so he
the bonus up.
takes 12 points of piercing damage, plus 2 for my rage.
Jesus. Plus 14.
No, 12 piercing
Oh.
damage.
So you managed to like hit with such ferocity that you sever off one of his arms. Well, not sever it. I guess you just completely mutilate his arm off. And he is definitely not feeling too
Okay.
hot. So
What?
that ends, I guess, your surprise round. Now you have an additional round to go.
All right. Well, my action, I'm just gonna attack him again recklessly. That
Everyone
is
else.
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
That is, oh my god, 4 piercing damage.
Well, that's
Oh,
exactly what he
that's
had. So how do you want that to look?
Oh, well, I just run in,
Oh,
say, "You guys are gonna die today." Rage, take both my pickaxes, hit him, and slam him into the wall. And I'm gonna turn to the guy below me, and bonus action, I'm gonna attack him as well. And that is a 21 to hit him.
Jesus. Okay.
So he takes.
I mean, I hardly thought I was gonna take any of your lives with this combat, but it's pretty funny.
This is gonna be
How
red
well
It's
soup.
it's rolled.
8 points of piercing damage on the guy below me.
8th. Okay. Um.
And that's gonna end my turn there. Actually, sorry, 10 points of piercing damage, not 8. Sorry.
All right. So he goes to swing at you with his sword as you quickly retaliate in rage with your war pick, slicing or piercing right into his hand and having him drop his sword in surprise. We'll just put a little cancel mark. He doesn't have his sword. All right. On to Millard, who's dead. Ephraim Blacktooth.
Well, I
You're up.
was gonna run in there and help him, but I'm kind of afraid Ragnar's gonna kill me if I do.
Yeah.
The rest of my turn, I was just gonna move in between the two enemies here.
Okay. What are you doing, Ephraim?
Well, yeah, I guess I better.
If you
Yeah,
hit
get the,
either one of them, you get sneak attack
Yep.
damage.
yeah. So, well, actually, if I go further than there, I guess I'm gonna get an opportunity attack. So, guess I'll come in here and I'll stab this fella.
All right. Go ahead and
Turn
roll.
on sneak attack.
What's the square? Never mind.
Oh,
That is
nat
Go
That's
ahead
a
and roll
lot of
another damage.
dice.
What was that D? Yeah. Why is there so many D4s?
because my sneak attack. No,
Ah.
wait. Why is it D4? It's actually supposed to be sixes.
I
Yeah,
see
I see.
D6 for
I
the
see
record.
D6.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Excuse
Okay.
me. I'm an idiot. Yeah. D6s.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So roll another D6 for the crit.
Yeah. So that's a total what? 17 damage.
You doubled the amount of health he has. So, how do you absolutely annihilate this? Oh, whoops!
Uh,
Kill you.
I I dash in the room. I see Ragnar swinging these picks, and I go to try to swat one away to keep him from hitting me, and accidentally stab this guy in the throat. Oops! And use my bonus action to dash into the corner.
All right, nice.
Oh my gosh.
All right, on to Newland Bluetooth. Newland Blue Eyes. He has very bright blue eyes. It's so pretty. Uh, he decides to let's see. So he's going to disengage and start
And,
running towards the
and
exit.
go where?
Oh, what is happening right now? God, damn it! You are the people from who jumped Jeffrey, aren't you? I'm out of here. As he tries to shove you out of the way, but because he disengaged, he's not going to be able to. Sky, you're able to stand stalwart and push him back into the room.
Like a strength.
Sparkle, you're up.
Does
No,
Ephraim get an
no, just because he
opportunity
didn't have an
attack for
action.
him going past him?
Yeah.
He disengaged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Disengaged from
disengaged.
Ragnar.
yeah.
Well,
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 disengage
no,
is
a
implies
from
all the
everybody.
disengage
battles, but
means you don't have any opportunity attacks, no matter how many enemies you pass.
Gotcha. All right. So I will just scoot under everyone's legs, and then from between Sky legs, go. You're not going anywhere, and just like jab with a dagger up at him. And I've got two daggers, so I'll just make two since I have two weapon fighting, two dagger attacks.
all right.
So dagger one is a 19 plus 4, so that's
Nice. That hit.
23. And another one, oh, there's a lot happening there. Hold on. That
Both
is
of those hit.
a
22.
22 to hit. I'm sorry. Yeah, so 23 with the first one and 22 with the second one. So I assume those both hit.
Yes, they do.
So one of the daggers was 4 damage, and the second one will be 6. Why does it say 5? I see 2 3s. Does anyone else see that?
I
No,
accidentally clicked out of the die.
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
think you might not add your
Modifier.
dexterity bonus or whatever. Or
Oh, okay. So
It's
that's
just a
9.
regular attack.
9 damage.
All right.
And you know what? Since I'm being small and sneaky, I'll add my Fury of the Small and do an extra 2. So that's
There
11.
you go.
Nice. Okay.
Just right in the groin. Ah!
I would say with that amount of damage and how high the hits were, you managed to sever off his, you know what.
Oh, a snack!
As you go in with both daggers, you just
Does
see
it fall
something
out of his
drop
pants?
down his leg pant.
Gross.
As
I'm
he's
gonna
just
grab it.
gorging blood pouring onto the ground, he's in bloody condition.
I'm gonna grab it, and I'd like to lock eyes with him and just take a bite out of it.
Oh my
Oh,
Does that intimidate anything?
I
Somebody
mean,
put him
he's
on
already
mute.
pretty intimidated, so if you
Yeah.
want to roll intimidation, that works.
14.
Man, y'all are rolling fat. Damn. Yeah, so he sees, like, within a quick succession of 6 seconds, that he loses his manhood, and a goblin just appears as he looks down, seeing the cause of it, and then grabbing and eating it, or
Do I
taking a
get
bite.
any hit
Taking a
points
bite.
for eating it?
Go ahead. Jesus, I guess
Does
I
my
did
vitality
start
go up
that
or
one.
something?
You would get a temporary hit point of 2.
Yes!
Yeah, if
Listen,
you're
I'm running low,
intimidating,
guys. I gotta have as much as I can.
All right, so in that regard, he's going to back up, just out of fright. I wouldn't say it would trigger the opportunity attack, just based off of your intimidation, and also because I don't want y'all stacking character tokens. All right, on to, assuming that's it. I think that you did everything.
Yeah, I don't think
You
I can do
still
anything
move,
else.
I guess.
I mean, if he backed up, I was in between Sky's legs, so I guess I could. I went 5, 10, 15 to get where I was, so I'll go 5, 10, 15 to rush back out. So I rush in, stab, bite, stare him in the eyes, and then run away.
Oh my god.
Interesting. On to Barry.
All right. Barry. You see Barry lift his staff up, and it extends forward, and the growth just kind of starts to emanate and just reach out from the staff. And I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip, and try and grab him and pull him.
Get over here.
Yes, it's a nice little
Get
scorpion
over
action.
here, bro.
Hey, bro. Where you going?
Is that I'm guessing some sort of save, right?
It's a spell attack, so I got a 23, which I'm assuming hits.
Yes.
You just see like the vine wrap around his neck, and the thorns pierce his neck, and that is 6 points of piercing damage.
That is exactly the amount of health that he had.
Perfect.
How does that look?
Throw him in a direction as well.
Well, I was gonna pull him so that everybody got opportunity attacks. So I mean, I don't know. We could do it. It could just be a massacre where I pull him 10 feet. So
Mob
Ephraim
justice!
He literally have 6 seconds to comprehend that he lost his manhood, and then you all just, as you like thorn whip pull him in, everybody takes a wipe at him, and he just basically gets obliterated and shatters into a obnoxious mist of blood.
Well, at least he didn't have to live with it for too long.
Sounds good.
True.
Hey,
All right.
that was kind of rad, bro.
And,
Yeah, man, that was a good warm up. I'm just gonna kind of stretch a little bit. Oh man.
Oh, I don't
Tri-
know. I just moved.
Trigal will
this guy.
walk in and go over to the bars and look into the cell and say, I am Trigal from the Temple of Kalimvor. These are my friends. We are here to rescue
Nothing
you.
says reassuring like Priest of the Dead.
Yeah. Ignore all the blood and body
After 3
parts
people slaughtered in
and
front of
Yeah, I would say like if anything, even from the distance they are in the back of the cell from being like just humiliated and taunted from the guards, blood is just splattered all over them, and they're even more stricken with fear as they look at you. And then you say, what'd you say, patron of the god of the dead?
Yeah,
And
I am
they're just
from the
like,
Temple of Kelemvor. Yeah,
oh,
we are
oh,
here to rescue you.
Oh, guys, don't worry. You don't have to be afraid. I'm
gonna go
only gonna
walk-
murder everybody in this building.
I'm gonna
You
casually
don't have
walk
to be
through the
afraid of
door
us.
with the rest of the member in my hand, going, "Yeah, we're here to help." No.
so, so if anything, they are just like dumbfounded, stricken with fear. Um, I would say, if anything, this would probably be a good point to stop and pick up for our next session
Real
Not go
quick,
too
so
crazy.
that this doesn't
What
get
is-
forgotten.
before Garrett starts like just devouring manhood.
Everything.
Yeah, but sorry, Ben. What?
So that this doesn't get forgotten, because I've just thought of it and I will forget it before we get back together in 2 weeks. The 3 red brands give 3 red cloaks, which is 1 for each of the prisoners. You should
Yes.
dress them
Yes.
so that they can leave this room without being,
True.
immediately torn to shreds by
I'd
skeletons.
like to
Do
let
they
them know
have-
that there's some delicious spider steaks they can grab on the way out.
Are there kid red brands?
Here, I'll put like a.
It worked. I was wearing it, and I'm tiny, so the kid can wear it, and they just.
Yeah, I guess if they don't talk to anybody, they could sneak out.
And I mean, realistically, we've got to go back out that way anyway, so we'll walk with them. It's
Yeah.
nothing.
You
So
just
what
don't
I'll
want to
do
activate the
here, if
skeletons.
anything, like I'll put
Well,
a.
we still have this hallway over here to
Oops. Why is it?
investigate.
Oh, apologies, Joe. I was on the phone at the time. What did we say about this hallway? There was something at the end.
Yeah, there's apparently a side passage
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
that-
not letting me edit this. How do you edit text after you've already made it?
I think I think you have the text tool. No. You just
Yeah.
double click the text and it should.
That's what I thought. Like I created it. I don't even know if y'all see it, but whatever.
No.
I'll just delete it.
Yeah.
So remember to grab cloaks is what I'll put here for next time. So
Oh, I think that's on the
Oh.
DMs layer only. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just put it.
no, it's
In
right
the
here.
chat.
You don't see
Oh,
it?
there we go. Yeah, now I
Now
see
we
it.
see it.
Yeah, I was putting it over in like the shadow. I realized
Mm.
originally.
I
Yeah,
wrote it also just in case.
here we have 3 reminders. If y'all miss it, ain't my fault. But on
Fine,
that
we'll find
note,
a way.
we are gonna call this session. I think it was a good, actually pretty good stop.
Yes.
In general, just a reminder that you can always check us out on aotorlando.com to check out all of our events coming up. We do have a few until the end of the year, so go check it out. Also, as a reminder, if you weren't here at the halftime, that we will not be streaming specifically for this adventure next week. However, keep an eye out on whether we do decide to do something for next week. But in general, you can likely expect, at least for this adventure, we are not playing.
As soon as I find out what we're doing, I'll make sure the schedule on Twitch is updated.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
just
Yeah,
for the
good point.
record,
Yeah.
it's not cannibalism unless I'm eating another goblin. It's just food.
Yeah, I corrected myself when I said that, but then I noticed everybody was carrying on mentioning cannibalizing.
It's in the same vein. It's in the
Yeah.
same vein.
Same vein. But in
We'll see.
general, have a great rest of the night. You can check us out on the following Wednesday, which that date is the 4th of December, where we reconvene for this adventure. But keep an eye out on that Twitch calendar on whether we're doing something tomorrow. Also, keep an eye out in general because we're doing some awesome one-shots for showcasing some other tabletop role-playing games. So keep an eye out on what those may be. We're
So
currently
tomorrow,
still vetting players and stuff for those.
yeah, we're still putting together everything, but there should be
We're good to go.
Okay,
We are
cool. there should be a Fallout stream tomorrow. So if you're a fan of the Fallout game series and or the Amazon show, there is a role-playing game in that same universe. So we'll be playing that tomorrow, and then Friday. Am I correct in that, Ferg?
Yep.
Yep. Is the Rune Quest RPG, which I believe is connected to the old. I say old, but early internet RPG game that was like a browser
MMO.
game, right?
Yeah.
So it,
That was like a
if you've ever
flash
played that
MMO.
before, I didn't realize that I had played it until someone posted a picture in the Discord, and I'm like, nostalgia unlocked. So I definitely, if I could play, I would be there playing it. But
Now, that is a separate thing.
oh,
Rune
well, someone posted the picture in the.
RuneQuest, the RPG is based off of like the original Dungeon Crawl, AD&D stuff.
Oh,
So it is very much in the vein of hack and slash, go find X, destroy X.
gotcha.
So if you're into that, that OG original game stuff. We'll be playing Friday, at 7 o'clock.
There you go. So, and then the Fallout tomorrow will be at 7 o'clock as well.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out whether we're going to be going early at 6:30 for our session 0. Figure it out. So keep your eyes out for any notifications that may pop up if we do go live early. But the official game one shot will start at 7.
All right. Yeah. And yeah, keep an eye out on that. Go ahead and join our Discord community. Check out aotorlando.com. Come see us at an event in person. But we are going to sign off for the night. So have a great night. We'll see you in one of our future Twitch sessions or at an event.